I'm Karen Launchbaugh. I'm a professor of rangeland ecology here at the University of Idaho. I grew up in North Dakota and I graduated from North Dakota State in 1984, way back then, with a degree in range management. Been doing range management my whole life. Beach, like many towns in North Dakota, it revolved around agriculture. Got the ranch when I was about in 4th or 5th grade, and I just fell in love with it. I liked working in school. I was an FFA. I learned how to weld. I did all of those kind of farm techniques. I just liked working out with the animals, but also plants. It was fascinating to me. Well, NDSU was the obvious choice for me because my dad graduated there in ag economics. Not a lot of schools have range programs, but they did, and it was what I was interested in, so it was an easy move. The professors there would take students to the Society for Range Management meeting. And I talked my professor into, hey, maybe we could have a range club here. And probably because I tortured all my friends to do this, I was the first president. And I got into 2 honor societies, Blue Key and Mortar board. I was with the Catholic Student Center, and I was in choir the whole 4 years. When I got done with my degree at NDSU, I did my master's degree at Texas A&M, way down in College Station, and then my master's degree was focused on animal nutrition, trying to understand how animals garnered enough nutrients from the range. My PhD was at Utah State, so I went there and became Dr. Launchbaugh. What I did in my PhD was animal behavior. And then my first job was at Texas Tech. By putting nutrition and behavior together, I started answering that question, why do animals do what they do? And I started working with people to draft what is now called targeted grazing.
Her research has been groundbreaking on targeted grazing. We study that very thing in North Dakota, using sheep and goats to graze invasive species. She kind of laid the groundwork that, yeah, this sort of thing can work.
When people can use my research and do something on the ground, that means a lot to me.
She does a lot with mentoring of agricultural educators that are in the FFA programs throughout Idaho.
I met the director of the Idaho Rangeland Resource Commission along with a high school teacher. We wrote a grant and we started what's now called the Western National Range Assessment event. Students learned all the things that we normally do as range managers in high school. 10 years later, we've got 5 states and over 100 students that get to the nationals every year.
She has a passion for rangeland education and improving upon that throughout her career. And so I think that is also going to be a legacy that she leaves behind. She's a great instructor, a great teacher. It just sinks in and stays there.
She's really devoted to making sure that students build roots that follow them far beyond their time at university.
Karen's so deserving of the award. One, her passion for teaching, the Range Science Education Council.
Serving on university committees and being a champion for the curriculum program here at the University of Idaho. She has been the president of the Society for Range Management and held just about every role along every committee along the way there.
I kind of have this motto that rangelands are everywhere and you should be able to learn from anywhere. So most of my lectures are online for anybody to listen to.
She just freely gave a lot of her lectures out, a lot of her information.
Shocking that people would log on to YouTube and learn about range through lectures from a professor, but thousands of people do. NDSU is always in my heart. I'll always keep that exchange with my colleagues, but also I love the exchange of the students because I've had students that I've recommended go to get a degree at North Dakota. I have a student that finished his master's degree a few years ago. I've had students from NDSU come to the U of I to do field work with us in the summer. I think a signature of my teaching is that I don't think you can learn range from a book. My favorite field trips, I have several that I do that are 4 nights and 5 days, and we just get out there and all throw our bedrolls out. It's about being out on the land and seeing the plants and where they grow and the animals, but building this community of people around the fire.
With Karen, you can feel that passion palpably, and you want to be a part of whatever she's got that passion for.
I like working on the range. I like working with students, and when I need some time off, it's being with my family and my husband and playing music. The greatest honor was when the University of Idaho nominated me to be the Professor of the Year. When I got that award, I realized, gosh, how amazing that I've been recognized by my departments, my college, my university, and then my profession. Now I can just go back to having fun with teaching.